Hello guys, now the Italian government they just seized the permesso di soggiorno of this family of five. They seized the husband permesso di soggiorno lungo periodo. They seized the wife permesso di soggiorno lungo periodo, and they also seized the permesso di soggiorno of the children as well. So please avoid when you want to renew your permesso di soggiorno, or when you want to ask for new permesso di soggiorno for your child. Maybe you just put to bed. Please avoid doing it together with your wife or with your husband, especially if you know that one of you have criminal case, whether you have solved that criminal case or the case is still on. Please avoid doing it together, because when some of us want to apply for permission de sojourn for our child, you and your husband, you will come together, bring your document together, bring a code, everything, you apply for that your child. If one person have problem in that family, they can see the permission de sojourn of everybody in that family. That was what happened to this family. It was the man that had a criminal case, and because of that man, they had to seize the permission de sojourn of everybody in that family. So I've seen a lot of people that this same thing has happened to, because I've done this similar video some time ago. Yes, it is very possible. Now, I will also explain how this family can get their permission de sojourn back. And for those of you that are in this category, you want to go and renew your permission de sojourn, your husband have issue or your wife have issue, it is not compulsory that you must do it together. You as a man, you can, if your wife put to bed, you can go and apply for permission de sojourn for your child without adding your wife information to it, without adding your wife code or your wife document to it. The same thing applies to the woman. The woman can also go and apply directly without adding the man code and all that, especially if the woman is working. That is why I will encourage women to work. So women will say, no, I want to do full-time housewife. When you are now faced with a situation like this, you will not be able to help yourself, especially if you are not working. But if you are working, you can remove your husband from the case, since your husband is not clean, and you and your family can be doing it. And this man have permission de sojourn lungo periodo. I wish this man did not take that permission de sojourn to the questura. Questura will not seize it, even if you have criminal case and all that. So the permission will still be with you, the man will still be using it. But immediately you take it to questura, and questura discover that you have any issue, they can be able to seize it. So they just seized it on Sunday here about 4 days ago. So they just came back from church. The carabinieri came to press their bell, and they showed them paper from questura. That questura asked them to come and seize the permission de sojourn, and you must give it to carabinieri. You must give that document to them immediately. You cannot say, I want to call lawyer, I want to call this. No, it is not possible. You must give them that document immediately. And some cases, if you are not at home, they will drop a letter, or they will call you on phone to come to their office. Immediately you get it, they will tell you to bring your permission de sojourn, and even the receipt that the post office gave to you that you used to ask for renew. Because some of people say it's a lie, carabinieri cannot come to see your document that way. Yes, that is how they do it. They can see the entire family if one person have problem. So how can this family get this document back? Now what you do, you have to go and meet a lawyer. A lawyer will be able to write to questura. They will remove the name of that person that have the problem. If it's your husband, they will remove your husband name. If it's your wife, they will remove your wife name. So if it's your husband, they will remove your husband name, and they will now apply afresh with the name of your wife with the children. So questura will be able to give your wife that document and give your children. That is if your wife is working. So she will bring her code, booster paga, contract of work. Lawyer will tell you what to bring as a woman, and your record is also clean. You'll be able to apply a loan. Lawyer will help you, and they will give you, but they will not give to your husband. So if your wife is having the problem, the man is clean, and the man is also working, they can also exclude the wife, and the man can also apply with the children, bring booster paga and everything cool, and they will be able to give the man, and they will exclude the woman. But in the case of this family, they cannot do it this way, because even the woman herself, she is not working, so there is no way she can apply through this process. So the only other option that I know that they can now use to get this document is to apply for what we call permesso di soggiorno per minorenne. What is this permesso di soggiorno per minorenne? Is a type of permesso di soggiorno that the government can give to you because you have children that are underage. The children that are not adult, that are underage. Because of those children, government can give you document, although you have to go through a long process. It is still lawyer that will still help you apply for this document. So you go and meet a lawyer. Lawyer will now apply to children's court, depending on the region that you are staying. They will apply to children's court. Yeah, these children, their parents don't have document. Please, because of the sake of these children, that they want taking care of these children, can you give the parents documents? So they will call assistance sociale in your area, your commune, to actually go and investigate if those children are under your care, if you are the one that is actually taking care of those children. So they will do all this investigation. So whether you still have criminal case in court or you have been able to solve the problem, they can still give you this document, but it will take time. The court case is always long. It could take 1 year, it could take 2 years, it could even take 3 years before the judge will finally accept your request. So if they accept it, they will give you the paper. It is that paper you now take to questura to now apply for this permission de sojourn minorenne. So at times it could be 1 year, it could be 2 years, it could be 5 years. It's the judge that will state how many years document they will give to you. So if they give that document, if you want to expire, you can still go and do the process again. The judge will also determine how many years they will give to you. And that document is also convertible. So if they give you 5 years, they give you 3 years, 2 years, you can also convert it. Again, that is if you know that you have been able to solve the problem. Now some people will say, but this man have gone through the court case, he has this criminal case that was having, he has been able to solve it in court. What some of us don't know that is that even if you solve a criminal case in court and you were found guilty and you have paid the penalty, there is something that they call rehabilitation. For instance, they sent you to prison, for instance, and you 2 years imprisonment, and you came out after that 2 years. That does not mean from that moment you are now a good person. No, they will give you another. Some most of the time it is 3 years from that day that you came out from prison, from that day that you solved the problem, to up to about 3 years. The government will be watching you. So after 3 years, you did not commit any other further crime, and you were able to integrate to the system. You will now go and do what they call rehabilitation. So it is the judge that will check everything. Okay, between these 3 years, this person did not commit any crime, and they will now give you that certificate. So from that day, you become normal person like every other person. You become clean like every other person. So the crime that you have committed before, they cannot no longer use it against you. That's what some of us don't know. We think because you have served that 2 years imprisonment, or because the judge you have paid the penalty for that crime that you committed, from that day you are now a free person. No, your name is 16. So it could be 3 years that you have to wait. In some cases, it could be 5 years, some cases it could be 10 years that the judge will say, okay, let's watch this person before you can go and do rehabilitation. So you can meet your lawyer to also explain it to you. You want to do rehabilitation. When you are not a normal person, then you can now go and apply for your document again and see if they will grant it to you. Please share this video so to get to 1 or 2 person, and this video might help them. And please don't also forget to use tap send. That happens to be the best app everybody are now using to send money to Nigeria. If you put my promo code Heroes TV, they will dash you €5 in your first transaction. You can get tap send from Apple Store or from Play Store. Thank you and God bless you.